Perfection, perfection, perfection. There's no other way to describe this Bayern Munich performance. It was the best performance I've seen under Julian Nagelsmann in his time at Bayern. That first half was simply a delight. It was incredible, great play, so fluid, so flexible, so ferocious in the press, but smart, matured in attacking passages. The one-touch plays, the beauty of it, it was just excellent. Let's get right into these player ratings. So I think that Gnabry, I start from the front as always. Gnabry was an 8 out of 10. He had a bad square pass to Muller, where Bayern really should have scored a goal. And these are the standards we need to maintain at Bayern, because even though he had a good assist to Mane, and he had a great goal himself, that's why he only gets an 8. Mane, he got an 8. He was really lively in attack. He was going up and down the channels. He was moving very fluidly. He was showing his pace, also showing his agility on the turn. And he got a goal and maybe another goal involvement. It was just a great performance from Mane. I think we'll be saying Mane, Mane, Mane throughout the season, because it's incredible what Mane is bringing to this team. His dynamicism, his athleticism. It's exceptional. Really great performance. Musiala, again, like in the match versus RB Leipzig, is my man of the match. That left half-space position is perfect for him. He was turning defenders in and out. He got assists. He got 2 goals. He was so great on that half turn in that left half space, spinning his man Sebastian Rode and leaving him on the Rode, if you will, leaving him for dead. It was incredible. Musiala, he's playing, I'll be honest, he's playing like the best player in the world right now. I know we have the meme of Sadio Mane, he's the best player in the world. Well, now it should be Jamal Musiala. He is the best player in the world, and you need to do it in a German accent, of course. But just unbelievable performance from Musiala. He really is playing as the world's best player right now. He's putting the Messi in the Messiala name. He's being superb, unbelievable, unreal, amazing. Now for Thomas Muller, the Raumdeuter was still all over the pitch, still on the right-hand side a bit more, but he was roaming everywhere. It was a beautiful performance. And I think with the 3 speedsters in Gnabry, Mane and Musiala beside him, you need that assured presence. You need that calming figure. You need that sensationally smart brain that Muller provides, and that was crucial for Bayern today. 8.5 rating, he had the double assist as well. Tom assist, Muller is back in town, the Bayern train is back at the station, and we're moving on. Choo-choo! Now, for the midfield, I thought Kimmich was excellent. Again, 8 out of 10. I thought the free kick that he scored from was really smart play. The ultras of Frankfurt had that smoke coming out, and it was blocking the play of the field, blocking the keeper's vision, I think. And there was also elements of a keeper of a training ground work free kick, as Kimmich celebrated that goal, which he hit to the near post very smartly, with coach Dino Topmüller, who is of course in charge of Bayern's set pieces. So that was just great to see a set piece in training that worked off, and really great to see Kimmich had a great goal, and he had good passes through the middle. He kept the good stability on the game. 8 out of 10. Great performance. Marcel Sabbitzer is one player who has been making a name for himself, and he's been playing really well. I've actually really loved his play, because he's playing those over-the-top through balls. He's being tenacious in defence. While he wasn't quite as good as against Leipzig, he still gets a 7.5 for me. It was a great performance from him. Should be really happy, and I think that even when Goretzka comes back, it should be Sabbitzer who's starting. He's laying that claim to that starting XI, and I think the Thiago-like ball progression qualities he provides is better than anything we get from Goretzka's late box runs, given our attacking talent right now. In defence, there's not much to say, as it was basically hardly any defending to do. I think Davies gets a 7.5 because he was great in attack. He was constantly moving forward. He had one lung-busting, one extraordinary road runner, meep-esque run through the left-hand side early in the first half. But it was just a great performance from him. He's physically strong. He's strong, so Davies at the moment. He's doing very well, and I thought it was a great performance. Hernandez is the lowest rated player. Actually, no, he's not, but he's quite low rated at a 6 out of 10 because he had a few instances, 1 or 2, of bad communication and bad with Upamecano and some questionable plays, some questionable passes. But also in the Eintracht Frankfurt goal, he was questionable in his tackling. Even though it was primarily a Neuer mistake, he should have closed the ball down quicker to prevent the shot from going out, and I think he could have prevented the goal. So that's why I give him some marks down for that. I thought Upamecano was very good. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he really controlled the Frankfurt striker in the second half who came on, who looked very physical and very strong, which was great. He played the sure passes, he was mature. And honestly, maybe Upamecano is pushing for that starting spot now, and maybe Hernandez could be at risk, because who do you play of Hernandez, De Ligt, Upamecano? They're all great. And Hernandez and Upamecano have had great performances in recent times, so it'll be very hard to navigate. On the right back, I was really pleased by Pavard. He got his goal, of course, but his defending and going forward, he was always pushing forward, was great to see. Pavard is kind of back, to be honest. Maybe we don't need Mazraoui after all. Maybe Pavard can be that right back, that great figure in the right-hand side, and I thought he was exceptional. 7 out of 10. Maybe I should have given him higher, given my glowing praise, but we'll give him a 7 out of 10. Neuer is the lowest rated player on my team, yet again though, actually. So, against Leipzig in the Super Cup, he had a few howlers, and he had another howler here. I'm getting slightly concerned, because when Neuer was sweeping, of course he lost the ball, and this is not the first time it happened this season. Against Man City in the preseason, we also saw a Neuer mistake. Against RB Leipzig, we saw a few Neuer mistakes. I'm a bit concerned. Maybe Neuer has lost his touch. Maybe it won't be a good Neuer for Manuel, but I guess we'll see. 5.5 rating, very not great performance. The subs I won't give ratings to. They didn't really do much, and the match was done and dusted by the time they came on. But for the big one, for Julian Noglesman, for the coach, for the man formerly known as No Tactics Man, now known as Amazing Tactics Man, 9.5 out of 10. It was utter perfection from Nagelsmann. The front floor was so fluid. There were so many one-touch plays. It was delightful passing. You got the best of Barcelona's tiki-taka, of Hansi Flick's enigmatic Bayern, of Jupp Heynckes's pragmatic counter-attacking style. It was so beautiful watching all the front four interconnect and move forward as a unit. In terms of how Bayern played in this sort of like hybrid 4-2-2-2 formation, Alphonso Davies and Pavard pushed up, and they were really providing the width, which allowed Muller and Musiala to be quite inside. Davies pushed it slightly further up, which provided more width on the left-hand side, allowing Musiala to really become into the centre and really work in the space between left attacking mid and central attacking mid, like really close to the centre, but with a slight tinge on the left-hand side. And he was receiving those balls on the half-turn and spurring counter-attacks on. It was so good from Musiala. While Muller was slightly more on the right, but as I mentioned, that assured presence was really at providing the leadership needed for that front four to work. And really, Muller, Musiala, Gnabry and Mane were constantly interchanging. You saw Mane on the right and then Muller on the left, Musiala as striker. It was just so good. It was so fluid, a nightmare to defend again. Unbelievable. While Sabbitzer and Kimmich in that central midfield role were really dictating the tempo. When Bayern were defending, they were defending in more of a 4-2-3-1 formation, and the 3-1 were made up of any of those four attackers, but Kimmich and Sabbitzer were really a 2 in defence, and it was just really good. I thought also an interesting tactical point was Davies and Pavard. They didn't push that far up because it left the team more balanced. It meant that the four attackers could go into wide positions every few attacks. So Muller would go into a wide position maybe every 3 attacks. Mane would go in every 3 attacks, and so on. So it didn't shut players like Mane or Muller out wide all the time, but it also meant that the fullbacks didn't need to press that far up. There was constant interchanging. It was just an incredible performance, so that's all I have to say about it. What are your thoughts on the match? Did you enjoy Nagelsmann's new look Bayern? I certainly did. Leave a comment below, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.